It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A toss out right to Gibbs. Oh, good move. And this will wind up a Lions first down as good run. The 44. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Strong. Flush to his right. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Here now a third down and 8. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Dragon 60. 18 run, 18 run.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Flushed out right. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Second and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, they can make someone miss in the open field.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Gibbs. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2nd and 6. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
Fielded just inside the 30.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Here comes 3rd down at 7. They'll go again with Gibbs.
There he goes, right side.
And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That good for 19 on a 1st down.
1st down, Detroit.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Strong. And this is caught. Devontae Smith, 35 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. To try here for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Lions 10, Buccaneers 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that. Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they're given to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Lions 16-yard line.
Go check. 19 Tiger.
On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
63 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Options galore here, second and a few inches.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Off play action. Strong. Flush to his right.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26.
Let's go.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with the tackle. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Off the option, here's Gibbs.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is to help your linebackers set the edge.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Strong. Forced out to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Ready?
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Ready, ready?
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Trap 60.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Come on, come on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Broncos.
They'll look to throw again.
That's complete to Palmer.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 19 Lions.
Hands it off out of the gun. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
70 Rangers, 18, Pioneers. Ready.
They'll set up to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Ready.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's to the 15.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
The kicker on for the
Well, it's one thing to get the interception, and it was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, blocked someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Pushing his way through.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play.
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And apparently not liking what was taking place, so he'll just tuck it and take the sack. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Going back to Gibbs on first down.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
You certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Strong. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
First down, he's right.
Check mash. Check mash.
They go play action here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Shepard. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
On the set.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
18 Cardinal.
They're
18
sort of
Cardinal.
seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass. They have to do. They've got to get some control.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 109 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Hawk 70, Hawk, big Lion. Go.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Logan Hall fighting through and dropping him for the sack. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of the guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback,
It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Brian Branch with it. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused. And here, he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Back to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Down the sideline he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Lions 37, Buccaneers 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 4th.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
They stay on the ground with White.
Kirby Joseph there to drop him.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line.
Let's go now.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Back to throw again. And a catch right side by Evans. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans from 10 yards out. And the Buccaneers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now down to 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down.
19, 18, ready.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Strong. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. And keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking.
Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, some strong running. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Buffalo 18.
They'll set up a throw. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now down to 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now. Check, hurt.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Okay, ready?
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to